And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Bobby Brown able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
52. Ready.
Young on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And this won't be... Secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Lance now on 1st down. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, 1st down.
Ready?
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. You look at this Carolina defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week.
Okay,
when you only
ready?
give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to... is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Ready.
Here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. To throw, it's Lance. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd down and 4. And Lance now to throw. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Young throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and he'll wind up a first down. Off the play fake, Young. He's got Ayuk once again. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Ready?
Throwing, Young. And his throw is incomplete. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lance looking to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, running left is Akers. Powers through. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what won it.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. To throw, Young. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Hey, check mega. Ready.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's 3rd and 10. Young to throw it. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Terrace Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Here we go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Lance going to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Strike. Check strike. Stand.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Ultra. Cheetah. Ready.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And this is goal from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot, and here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, You don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Second down, back to Sanders.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Young now.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Going right back to Akers. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Ready.
On 1st down, Lance. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Akers. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Ready.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. from the 13 now. They work on 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A third field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Lance. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And Hall not going to bring this one out. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Rams.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a give. Akers running left. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw into the hands of Fant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Open man is Atwell, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
the handoff. It's Akers. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
Here we go.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Garoppolo, quarterback sneak. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up third down.
Akers. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was a huge play on third down. So now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
And his kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
This 2nd and 4. It's Young off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now here's Young. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 30. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
An old-school coach.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A give running right is Akers.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
A 3rd quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. 3rd and 7 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try. It's a run with Akers. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here is Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Panthers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now Young. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Okay, ready?
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. They'll air one out deep from Mingo. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Thomas trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. 2 main things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Well, the determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 91 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This is Fant on the short completion. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Motion left, Kupp. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This for a fourth-quarter lead. And his kick is indeed good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here we go. Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Come on, set. Magic.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's second down.
Steal. Check steal. Ready.
They run with Sanders off the option. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Striker. 3-3. Ready.
Young to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 40. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Ready.
Now Young. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that may turn out to be an ill-advised shot that far downfield. Now it's 4th down. And I don't think you'd call this field goal range. I think you've got to go for it, unless you have supreme confidence in your kicker. We'll see what they do.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short And no good. And they'll remain down by 2.
Yeah, Brandon, that's a tough distance with the game on the line because you'd like to give your kicker better odds than that. Anything 50-plus, we know it's going to be difficult. And that would prove to be just a little too difficult. And now it appears it's going to cost them the football game.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for L.A., they continue to put themselves in. We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Desperados of Mexico City taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You look at this Steeler defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
On second down, Jacobs. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. This defense for the Steelers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a first down as well.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Mexico City.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now ETN to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and his guys are going to take over.
Hey, give me like 3 minutes. Huh? Hold on, I gotta run something outside. Hold on. That's your internet. My internet good, bro.
Low prices and early Black Friday deals at Target. This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be transmitted, reproduced, broadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA. Hey, you talking down there? We get our stop. You know, those first 3 steps. Push. Race to the corner, open up the floor. Make sure we have good ball pressure. Don't make a way. Keep the shot real tight. Last defensive possession down there. For the first time all night, I saw you guys test the chest with somebody for the first time. You gotta keep that up. They gotta feel you. You can't just follow them around. You gotta make them go somewhere else, and you just did. It's not about great coaches. It was his 32nd year counting all years as assistant. At 28 years, Randall throws her up and throws her foul. You're good at the ball. We're about operating. Look, Thibodeau is going to give you defense. He came in tonight, only used up. Of course, it was his point. 4-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on this one, maybe setting the tone charge for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking about that carry where he thought big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards up the carry. I think he had his eyes on that one being bigger.
Now it's 2nd and 6.
The 46-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there. It's a first down. They cleared a big hole there.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get to the second and third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way to the field and working. It's like keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You look at the Steeler defense. And this unit very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. If they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They're taken down at the 44-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On first down, they to throw.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now it's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
Oh my God.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
For a team that came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. That streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't get a few drives of their own.
Pickett's throw completes a fire. These two teams have been way back in the season opener, and it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. Second down and 8. Pickett
a little different one here. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
One of the great coaches in football, really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. He's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation,